Hello, my name is Jennifer Bishop, and I am a student at Bryan and Stratton College, and I am graduating next week with my Associate of Applied Science degree in the Medical Reimbursement and Coding program. I would like to walk you through my MyCred ePortfolio so you can see all of my accomplishments. After my contact information, we move down to my bio, which is just a little bit about me, and my educational background that currently a student here, that I graduate next week, and that I did graduate from high school in Lewisburg. And I'm going to return back to my assignments. I'd like to go over those. And here I have listed that I already passed my AHEMA CCA certification, and soon I will be adding my CCSP certification once I graduate and take that test. And next is my favorite tab. Here we have all of my Dean's List awards for every semester. Not only have I been a full-time student, I've been a full-time employee in a very demanding program, and this is my most prized section. And I also did receive perfect attendance for all of my semesters, but I did get the award for this one. And that led me to being inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. And I do have our ceremony. Since it was COVID, I was able to include the presentation, so that's actually kind of cool. And I did also include my recommendation letter that was so lovely, written by one of my teachers. And here I have my personal and professional goals, which I will also like to keep updated, as well as my resume that I have listed here. And going back up to my assignments tab. Now, I included 15 assignments that I feel really showcase my experience at Bryan and Stratton. And let's see here. First, I have listed my integrity and quality clinical documentation presentation, and that allowed me to complete both course and institutional outcomes by demonstrating competency and proficiency required for billing and coding operations in outpatient services. It has also allowed me to evaluate patient records for accuracy, completeness, as defined by policy, regulations, and standards, and summarize findings to share with different stakeholders in the coding process. I have also used current technology and resources to locate and evaluate information needed to accomplish a goal, and then communicate the findings visually, written, and orally. And by completing this project, I gained valuable skills, behaviors, and knowledge that will be crucial to my success in the workplace. I've gained knowledge from research by completing the project, the ability to apply the information when necessary, and the knowledge has boosted my confidence, which will allow me to help share the information with others. Next, I uploaded my graphing project that I did in Math 101. And the project taught me how to follow established methods of inquiry and mathematical reasonings to form conclusions and make decisions. And when analyzing data, it's imperative to interpret that information correctly. So this project has really improved my conceptual and theoretical understanding, which will in turn make me a better coder. Third, I have listed here my culminating assessment for my patient report project. And through this project, I also transferred knowledge, skills, and behaviors through formal and informal learning and life experiences to new situations by compiling a career development research paper. And this was a fun project. I explored different avenues of where this degree could lead me, and I researched average salaries of where I thought this degree could take me, and exploring other coding specialist avenues allowed me to be optimistic for the future and inspire another drive inside me to achieve even more higher education. And then moving down, I do have here my advanced CPT and HCPC level 2 coding and coding compliance training, a training plan that I put together to use current technology and resources to locate and evaluate information needed to accomplish a goal, and then communicate those findings in written, visual, and oral formats. And this assignment also allowed me to participate in social, academic, and professional communities for individual growth and function as a multicultural world citizen. I did this by composing a coding compliance memo that gave me real world knowledge, and I could even use this memo in the future to produce for a employer, or have the knowledge to create a new one tailored to my specific employer. And I'm just going to summarize these up a little bit. Like I said, there's 15 listed here, and I also demonstrated competency to assemble, process, maintain, store, abstract, analyze, index, and retrieve health information by completing an internal audit plan, a job aid on reimbursement systems, utilizing practice management applications and HIM software, ICD procedure coding presentation, culminating case study, and coding PowerPoint projects. These projects have provided me with such practical skills to be a great coder by providing coding educational experience before my work experience. And I then created a coding audit email to evaluate the accuracy and completeness of patient records defined by policy, external regulations, and standards. And producing this email, I loved it because this is something that I would have to do as a coding supervisor once I move up the coding ladder a little. And I reviewed charts coded by other coders, and then I analyzed their information for mistakes. Not only did this give me experience in coding, but then it also provided me experience with giving constructive criticism and doing so on a professional document. And the last set here I have is that I analyzed the results of aggregate coded data to report findings and trends through completing a computer assisted coding audit, my student loan repayment project, and the physician query scenarios project. The coding assisted computer audit was an incredibly eye-opening experience. It taught me how much coders are still needed and that computers are helpful but can still give wrong information, and that us coders are still needed to review the information to make sure everything runs smoothly. And for the physician query scenarios project that also provided so much valuable experience in how the project stressed the importance of proper documentation and how coders should not assume what a physician could have possibly meant, and that it is absolutely imperative that if a coder is unsure about something, that they are to query the provider's documentation if it is incomplete or illegible. And the student loan repayment project was actually one of my favorite projects at Bryan and Stratton College. I researched an average starting salary for my area for upon graduation, and then I used that information to calculate the best payment option for my student loan repayment. The project allowed me to have a better conceptual knowledge of interest percentages, the practical skill of balancing my finances, and an action plan for my financial future. I hoped you enjoyed seeing how hard that I worked over the past 16 months and have reflected on my accomplishments. I look forward to starting my new journey as a certified medical reimbursement and coding specialist, and look forward to hearing from you if you feel like I am a good fit for your company. Thank you for watching.